Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, the geeky YouTuber that handles all things like Funko Pop reviews like this pop we have right here, the action figure breakdowns, collectible statues, toy hunting, and more. If you're into that world, that genre of collectibles, then this channel is the channel for you guys. And I hope you enjoy this content. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe. One little click from you means a lot to me, especially getting this content across the YouTube platform for people looking for it can find this video. So I mentioned we have a Funko Pop we're going to do a full breakdown and review for. I'm not doing any cuts. I'm going to take it straight out of the packaging and review it for you guys. But this is sort of a different Ahsoka Tano pop than we've seen on other Ahsoka Tano pops before. That's not based on the cartoon. That's not based on any other media. This is based on the Ahsoka Tano TV series that has come out, and of course the first series has concluded now. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend watching it. It was really enjoyable. But this is based off the canon of the Ahsoka Tano TV show, which of course is Rosario Dawson's character of Ahsoka Tano. So this looks a little bit different than other Ahsoka Tano pops that come out before. It's a little bit different as far as the design and deco, and the stance is different than those pops. If you're not feeling this particular pop, I have some other recommendations you might want to think about as well. So let's talk about this pop as you see right here. This is a Hot Topic exclusive. Price point was about $16 US. I didn't get it on sale. I didn't have any hot cash, unfortunately. I bought it straight for basically $15.90 with tax. That's what the price is. So let's talk about the packaging right here. Apologies for the glare. You have the pop right here. It does say Star Wars. Pop number 680. Great window box design for Ahsoka Tano. The all-important Hot Topic exclusive logo right there. It does say Ahsoka Tano down here. I have a nice shot of her right here. Sort of this teal kind of background color. It's either her name or a star map. I think that might be what it is. Great shot of her. We have, of course, Ahsoka Tano right there on the side. And the back of the packaging showcases all the characters available in that particular wave that would have come out. Very similar to we had other Ahsoka Tano pops that come out before. Very similar backdrop background that we've seen for the other pops in this wave or other Ahsoka Tanos in the Ahsoka Tano series itself. Oh, tongue-tied. So let's take this pop out of the packaging. Before I actually get really far, I want to showcase this because it took a take. I didn't show this off. I had to retake it. So this is kind of her symbol right there. This is an insert that came with the packaging. It's just a piece of cardboard. If you want to put this with the character, you can. I usually leave this in the box. If I'm showcasing the box to pop or just the pop with still contained within the box, I'll just leave the cardboard with the packaging. That's what I normally do. She comes in a clamshell, if you were not aware. This is a 3-piece clamshell. You have basically a point here and 2 points on the back here that hold the pop in place. Let's get her out of the prison, her plastic prison here, and showcase up the pop for you guys. We'll get some up-close shots of her so you can see what she looks like up close. I do like the deco. I do like the way she looks. Of course, she screams Ahsoka Tano. If you know about the character at all, when you see her, you know exactly what this character is all about. I do like the face sculpt. It does look really good. You see the tendrils, the white and the gray print you can see coming through. It does look really, really good. This is, of course, when she is, of course, played by Rosario Dawson, but a much older version of Ahsoka Tano, not the Clone Wars version or the Rebels version of Ahsoka Tano. Much different design. I do like the deco, the way she looks in the black and gray suit. She looks really good. She does sport her 2 pairs of lightsabers, or her longer sword and short blade, or what's called a Shanto or Shoto blade, which is basically a short sword. I do like the stance she's in. It's a little bit different. This is more of a defending stance, where she's basically holding both blades out to the side. Yeah, I got it right here. I think I got it now. No, this way. This way. This is correct for you guys. She has basically both blades like she's blocking an incoming attack. Like she would slam both her blades into the incoming attack, which is kind of different. We don't normally see this. We normally see her holding a blade up and a blade down, normally for other Ahsoka Tano pops. There's a different style and feel for Ahsoka Tano, more of a defensive stance than more of a stance that's getting ready for battle. So a different look and feel for Ahsoka Tano. She is a bobblehead. I've talked about this many times. I'm not a fan of bobbleheads, especially the springs that can get all janked up or messed up. I don't like that, but you can see the spring right there. I've seen times where the springs are much higher, much lower. You might want to look around when you pick a pop-up, make sure it does look good. You might want to take it out of the packaging if you're concerned about the spring being messed up or janked up. It is very difficult at times to kind of twist the spring to get it back in the position that you want it in, because it will change the way the pop looks on a shelf if you're a person who takes pops out of packaging. As far as my personal stance, I take pops both in packaging and out of packaging. I like them both. It's not like I have to keep everything mint on card. I'm not that guy. But one thing to be aware of is the stand here. This is a black stand with the silver Star Wars logo. You can see it right here. The pop cannot be detached. It is stuck in this particular base. Older Funko Pops that came out for Star Wars' license, the IP, years ago, you could detach the pop from the stand. Sometimes people wanted to do that. I didn't really have a problem with it. I like it being attached to the stand because I don't want this to break, and it gives the pop a little more height. I do like that. I think it looks good. We'll spin it around on the turntable so you can see what it looks like in 3D, or rather 360. Just spin it around a little bit. I will get, again, up-close shots of this pop so you can see it on your screen right now, because it's a different look and feel for Ahsoka Tano. As mentioned before, we don't normally see her in a sort of an attack stance or a defensive stance, or attack posture, defensive posture. This time we actually do have that. And I think that's unique because we haven't really seen that before. Now, if you're not really feeling this pop, maybe you say to yourself, Rook, I don't like this pop. Something about it just doesn't feel right to me. Cool, you have some alternatives. I'll give you two alternatives right now. One, of course, is based off the Ahsoka Tano TV show. You have this pop right here. This is kind of what she would look like. She has both sabers in hand, kind of pointing down, I believe. Yeah, she has one in front of her and one pointing to the side. I had to remember the exact stance. Again, same packaging that we just saw before, very similar to the same exact packaging for the pop we're currently reviewing right now. So here's the back of the one we're reviewing, and here's the other one we have right here. Very, very similar design. This one, of course, is her cowl is pulled over her head. And the first couple, I think the first episode or first two episodes, she had her cowl over her head. That's what this pop is referencing to. If you're asking why does she look like that, that is the reason why. So if you're not really feeling this, you can go with this as an alternative. If you're not really feeling that and you want something more of like getting ready for an attack or an attack stance, this might be more up your alley. Again, very similar Ahsoka Tano design, very similar kind of packaging. But again, this one right here is what she would look like, where she has, again, the saber off to the side behind. She uses that sort of underhand grip, or what they call an ice pick grip, and this would be a hammer fist, which is like a hammer grip, which is a standard how you hold a saber, and you turn it upside down to what's called a ice pick grip. Just for people who know about combat and martial stances, that's what it's called. So it's a very kind of unorthodox fighting style. So if you want something like this, I would probably go with something like this, kind of over this one, if you want my personal opinion. If you're not feeling this one, which is the one we're reviewing right now, I would go with this one. I think this is a good alternative. Price point, I believe this one was your standard price. This was $12. I think I got this at Hot Topic as well, but this is a common pop. That means any store that would be handling Funko Pops could have ordered this pop. So this is a few bucks left than this one. So if you're not really feeling this design, definitely alternative. But all things considered, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you're a fan of Ahsoka Tano as far as the final thoughts go, definitely I think this is a good pop. Is it the best pop? Again, it's a little different. We haven't really seen her in more of a defensive stance where she'd hold both blades up blocking something. It's a different look and feel for Ahsoka Tano, but I definitely highly recommend this pop. Again, if you don't feel it, great alternatives, go with this one here, pop number 464. So I do hope you like this video review, again, of Ahsoka Tano, pop number 680 from the Ahsoka Tano TV series. I'm going to click the like button on the bottom page, click that all-important subscribe button picture of my face. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, comment on the latest videos, and of course, last but not least, you click windows here and here, watch all my content. Take care, guys, see you next video, and bye-bye.